Hi, I'm Al. No, I'm not Al. I'm John. Uh, Check this out. See if you can scan this and watch a video on how to operate the drone that I bought. I don't know why it's a sticker on my head. It's like supposed to be like some barcode, but it might actually play a video. Try to scan it or something, or take a picture of it and scan it, or you can go back in the video. And really it's this girl who was a woman now, and she was like when people were children back in the day when Al was really young in the 80s. And I feel young now. I don't know why. I didn't feel young earlier today, but now I do. Hi. Hi, Maddie. Uh Yo. So so she put a barcode on her head, and it's in a video. If you look up art, New York City art, New York art, photography, Al Bob, New York art, it may show up on the first page of the results for New York art scene. Probably the first page of New York art scene on YouTube search results. So that's pretty cool. And it's Al Bob's video. It went kind of big. It only has like 8,000 views or something, or I don't know what. Hey, I look really good and I feel really good. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. I feel okay. Check this out. Oh, my cords dropped on the floor. My cords. My cords. Hi. Uh, There's some people who are on those cords keeping them alive. It's a miracle if they live. It's a miracle if they live. Some of them died. I hope they made it to heaven. I hope they made it to heaven. In Jesus' name, amen. This is the release form that I used on the Vampires of Zanzibar. If you want to get anyone in your videos or films, you should have them sign a release form. You should have sign a release form. This is an actor's release form used for standard movies. I got it from one of my teachers, whose name is Bruce Cook, who produced a big movie in the 80s for $1.2 million. And I took a class from him at LA City College. It's open to the public. Anybody can take the class if they have a high school degree at LA City College, like a film class, any of their classes, I think. And so I took some extra classes, some other classes there at producing. And this producer, line producer, Bruce Cook, he produced an 80s movie with the actor who had like a strong face. He played a bad guy. He had this knife that had spikes on it in a Sylvester Stallone movie, Cobra. He was the bad guy in Cobra that had a knife with spikes on it. He was like, had a strong mouth or something, and he played a bad killer guy. And he's an actor. He hasn't hurt anybody, but this producer, this man who's a teacher at the school, at LA City College, made these release forms, and this is all you need if you want somebody to act in a movie, to sign as an actor release form. And you have to learn way more about how to produce movies and make movies and stuff like that, more than just one class. But this class was on like producing movies or some kind of film production or something, and he gave us these forms that we can really use to in LA City College was Clint Eastwood's alma mater. Clint Eastwood went there, and Danica went to another school. We went to these other schools besides the ones we graduated from. I graduated from Chapman University and LMU in film, and she also went to Santa Monica College, community college, and that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's alma mater, his school that he went to. Arnold Schwarzenegger went to Santa Monica College. That's a good college. If you ever want to go out there to California, there's not that many people walking around the campus. It's like a regular community college. And when we were young, we lived in Los Angeles. And I don't know if I'm still young. Sometimes I'm young, sometimes I'm not because I'm a little older. And so, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little older. I'm 47. So this is the actor release form. If you want to look at this, I'm going to show it up close. And if you want to get anybody in your videos, and so that they don't try to like say, hey, you can't use that video of me, get them to sign this before they're in the video or after after you film it. Get them to sign this, and this is what it looks like. I'm gonna show you. This is what you can write the same thing out. You can type it out and print it up and get them to sign it. And this is what you need to get people to be in any video or film of yours. And then you have the rights to, I don't know. But here's the release form. This is if you want them to sign it. Really, nowadays, you just ask their permission if it's okay to film them in a video. That's all you have to kind of do now if they talk in the video. And many times, I don't know, but I know the rules on film production. And here it is. Check this out. This is how you write the form, an actor release form. Is Rowan watching this? Is Mama watching it? Some people who are actually real people were commenting. Here's the release form. You can write all this stuff out if you press pause on the screen. And that's the release form. And this is a professional release form from producer Bruce Cook, who produced his own movie. He made his own movie, Nightwish. I think it was called Nightwish, and it had the bad guy from the Cobra movie in it who he held up a knife in the movie, like probably on the cover of the. These movies are pretty crazy. America is not as America's the best country for me and probably you, but I don't know. But so here's the release form. You can press pause on it, and see this is what you get people to sign if you want them to be in your film and a video to make it like a real movie. A real movie. His movie he produced was $1.2 million budget back then, so it must be like a $3 million budget if that was the 80s. That was like 40 years ago. I hope the guy's alive and well. I took a class from him in 2001, 2000 or something, 20 years ago. Yo, here's the release form. You can press pause on it. That's it. Okay, and check this out. Yo, John Birmingham, filmmaker, musician, actor, artist, father, Christian. I used to have this at the top of my channel. It was a really cool image that I used with it. We see images with our eyes, so they're not always bad. But a graven image is bad. A graven image is an image that is worshipped. We do not really have an image of God other than in the Bible. We know that He's created He created, He always existed. He may have created Himself. He always existed. He can do anything. He can do all things. God can do all things. So He may have, if you say there's anything with God that you want to do, it has to be with God. So it can't be with man or it'll be sinful. God has to be there, and then you can do anything, because then there's a good reason for it and a good meaning, and it really is good. And without God, it could be really bad. With man, you can do nothing. With God, you can do everything. Hi person who's talking, hi. Or who said hi. And I don't know. So I put this thing on my head to be like the girl in Al's video. I was gonna talk like Al and be like Al. Hey, look pretty good. Hi. See if you can scan this barcode. See if you can take a picture of it and scan it, and it shows you a video of how to operate a drone. Okay. Um, but she had a barcode on her head sticker. This girl and this woman in Al's video that he knew in the 80s. He was like a really cool guy in the New York art scene in the 1980s. No, it's just a drone for filmmaking. Filmmakers use drones. I got a cheap drone. It was only $200. And I couldn't figure out how to use it. And I thought, well, I got to work a little harder at it and probably just use that one. It has a 4K camera on it. And I can use it in the Solonovich neighborhood. We have the right of way to use the roads. If that, I don't know, but I know the neighbors and they say it's okay, so I can probably use the drone at least above my house and on my property, so I can get cool aerial shots. Or I don't know. Hey. So it was only a $200 drone. I started trying to use it and I haven't figured out how to use it yet. But I might get a more expensive one, and then it's like really worth learning how to use. But then that drone stuff happened in the news, and you know, I didn't want to use a drone after that stuff happened to those drones. You know, but I'm a filmmaker and it looks really cool to do like helicopter looking shots with one. So I was gonna do that, but I'm gonna wait till it calms down in the news to do it, maybe in the summer, and look up the rules on like the airspace or whatever for operating a drone, if there is airspace, and that those people hit Washington D.C. That helicopter crashed into a. So I'm not going to use a drone. But this is a how to use a $200 drone. But it's not, you know. Anyway. People are so mean. People are so mean. They try to use your words against you because they're evil souls. They're like the devil. Or they're mean, and the devil tricked them into trying to be mean to me. And they're good. They may be good. Okay. Bye. Praise Jesus.